I guarantee you will never see pizza and corn. I think if I didn't do this, I would have to, it's like a narrow, I don't have many life skills. My resume doesn't look like it probably should, I've been doing this for 20 years. But so I think I'd maybe have to teach. Well, I mean, because just the speaking in front of people part, get people to listen to you. And I think teaching's harder than this. You know what I mean? That guy warmed you up, and you don't have a person come in class and start talking to the kids before you come in there. I mean, just like, are there any public? Do y'all have public schools? Are you public school 16? Oh, it's where it's at. I'll tell you this: if you're a public school teacher, besides being a soldier, a cop, or a firefighter, you have the hardest gig in the world, man. More power to you, because we have lost all control of the public. It's different. You want to know how different it is? Dig this. I saw my cousin Carl the other day. He is 16 years old. He goes to the largest public high school in the state of Texas. You know what they're serving in this high school cafeteria? Taco Bell and Subway sandwiches. Yeah, we gaff. They made us eat that rectangle pizza with canned corn on the side of it every day for 12 years. Pizza and corn. Pizza and corn. They had a meeting. Pizza and corn. I've been all around the world. You can go 7 continents, 200 and some odd countries. Walk into any restaurant, look on any menu, and I guarantee you will never see pizza and corn on the same fiberglass plate. Anywhere but public school and prison. Coincidence? We had char-grilled hamburgers at my high school. There was not a grill within 5 miles of the high school cafeteria. We had an old lady in the back with a permanent marker drawing lines and I just want to know whose idea it was to send my 3rd grade class to lunch at 9:45 in the dang morning. It's too early for pizza and corn at 9:45. You ever take the public school hearing test? When they make you go to the media center? That was the library, 16. You heard of books? You got books at your school? What do? Dude? We call ourselves the greatest country in the world, modern day Roman Empire, but we got kids going through 12 years of school nowadays getting out, and they can't even read a book. That's pretty heavy. They used to make us read. They did. You guys remember a thing called the Weekly Reader? Book it Pizza, Reading Rainbow, highlights? Oh, man. You'd order all the Judy Blume books. Hey there, God, it's me, Margaret. Super fudge. There's like 8 readers in here that know what I'm talking about. The best part about the Weekly Reader, if you ordered 5 or more books, you get a free poster of 2 prairie dogs standing off on an anthill. Appreciate the readers for coming out to the show. Public school hearing test, dude, they make you go like out to the library, and they'd make you sit in this chair across from this angry lady, and she puts a headset on, and you put a headset on. She makes that machine make that high pitch. Hey! You supposed to raise your hand. Oh. You're not holding me back. I got nothing. I can't even see you! It sounds like it's going off in the back of my head. But you gotta get me out of here, lady. It's 9:45. I gotta go to lunch. It's pizza and canned corn. Today. With a white milk and a nutty buddy. If I were a rapper, my name would be White Milk. DJ Nutty Buddy. Do school functions. My name is Mike, by the way.
Hey, Mike.
It was rhetorical. It was rhetorical, but thank you, sir. I appreciate it. My last name is Speenberg. I'm Southern, so my whole life. Speenberg? How do you say Speenberg? You say it Speenberg? How do you say Speenberg? Speenberg? Are you Jewish? Is that Jewish? Because you don't look Jewish, you don't sound Jewish. Are you Jewish? No, I'm actually German, Irish, and Sicilian. And you mix all that up and you get white trash. I'd have been the only little Jewish boy in my neighborhood. I'd had the yarmulke with the mullet coming out of the back of it. You guys need to meet my step rabbi. Nothing. He's not my real rabbi, but he's good to my mama. Broken home? Thank you, sir. White trashy Jews. My bar mitzvah would have been an above-ground pool party. I'm like 14,000 feet above sea level. Don't act like I'm the only guy in here. Ever been to an above-ground pool party? There ain't no party like an above-ground pool party. You get about 5 guys really drunk on Miller High Life and Jaeger bombs in that thing, running around in a circle. Get that whirlpool started. Throw the dog in it. He lived. I saved him. I did have an above-ground pool growing up. Now I'm loud and I'm proud. We were uppity white trash. We had the deck halfway built around our stuff. All that lattice on the front side. I feel like there's like a trailer park over here, and this is like downtown high-rise condo living. I feel like this is like these people were raised here, and the rest of you came in from the big city or something. Freedom. Oh, remember that? And we had it. We could take risks, take chances, be little boys, little girls. Freedom. We had enough freedom. We were little boys, little girls. You could go to the Kmart or the Walmart with your mom and dad, and as soon as you walked in the front door, you had free reign. Poof, you were gone. You guys ever go to the Kmart or the Walmart with your mom and dad when you were little and get in there and run off and somehow end up in the pharmacy? Get your arms stuck in that high blood pressure testing machine. Get it off, Grandma, get it off. Next thing you know, you're at layaway with a big snot bubble hanging out of you. With sweat dripping off your rat tail. How old are you? The fella. Huh? 16. Nice. That's your mom and dad? Very nice. You sure? Because you didn't even look. You're like, unfortunately. You ever have a rat tail? Do you know what that is? Oh. I think my real mama's here tonight, I think. How old are you? The fella with her. How old are you? The young kid. How old are you? 21. Yeah. Enjoy your youth. Time. They scoff. You know? What do you want to do with your life, 16? You know? You got a dream? No. This is the proudest moment of your daddy's life right now, if you know that. He just took his hat off. We're trying. We're trying. If you could do anything, what would it be? It'd be an orthodontist? That's kind of weird. That came out of left field. A minute ago, you didn't want to do nothing. Now you want to work on teeth. 21, what do you want to do?
Be a lawyer.
Be a lawyer. There you go. That's a job. I wanted to play professional basketball. That's not the joke. I'm from North Carolina, so I went to school on a place called Tobacco Road. I'm a North Carolina State Wolfpack graduate, so I went to a pretty big basketball area as a kid, and growing up, that's all I wanted to do. And I know I played high school basketball. That's the only impression I do on my show, 16. Me on the high school basketball team. This is me, 1991, high school basketball team, me. High school basketball team, ready, go. You hear Speenberg, yeah, coach, you get in the game. All right, get in. That's the ball game. Are you in school, 21?
I am, yeah.
Very nice. You answer like a lawyer. I am, yes. What kind of car do you drive?
Pontiac.
A Pontiac? Did your aunt die? What happened? How'd you get the Pontiac? I got a feeling that was in a will, 21. We're gonna leave Junior to Pontiac. He's gonna be a lawyer. What do you drive, 16? A Toyota Corolla, very nice. What kind of car does your dad drive? A truck. Your daddy drive a truck too? And what does your dad drive?
He drives a
Nissan, very nice. Pontiac breaks down with you and your mama in it. Can you fix it? That's a no. You're a lawyer. That's a no. That's the noise it's making. Understanding the combustible engine. Boys want to make a lot of money in your life, be a good mechanic. Because we don't know anything about cars. Understanding the combustible engine. Our country invented it. And then we gave it away to Germany and Japan. I'm not ragging on you or him. I don't know anything about cars. I have AAA. I get a flat tire. I call AAA and a girl comes and changes that tire right in front of me in 45 minutes. I don't know anything about cars. When I was a kid, my stepdad would fart in the car. And all the kids would go, "Oh man, I think somebody just farted." And my stepdad would say, "No, they did not. It's the catalytic converter off that car in front of us." We believed him. I'm 45 years old. I still have no idea what a catalytic converter looks like. I just wish America would start building cars that run on normal catalytic. Conversion smells like crap. I made a layaway reference. You guys don't even, you're 16, you don't even know about layaway. Shakes his head, no. 21, layaway? Oh, 16, layaway is a really unusual concept where people get things when they finish paying for them. Thank you. The best part of that joke is how many people that did not understand what I just told, 16. Layaway was a big deal when we were kids, man. Oh, we get dressed up like we were going to church to go pay on the layaway. My mom would use it as a weapon. Hey, young man, you better come here. And you better straighten up right now, or we're going straight back to Kmart, taking every bit of that Christmas stuff right off the layaway. It's August. Freedom. Because August is not near Christmas. Is that what you're explaining to her now? Are you telling her that? She's got 16 more weeks. Just enjoy it, man. I'm telling you. 16, what's your name? Landon, I dig it. What do you got? 21? Dylan. Very nice. After Robert Zimmerman? No. Do you know who Bob Zimmerman is? Okay. Do you know who he is, Dylan? Or what's your name? Landon. Are you named after Michael Landon? Do you know who that is? No, okay. You ever have an electric blanket? This blanket had wiring running through it. I was a bedwetter. I still smell burnt hair. "16, 21, enjoy it. Time." Who's that with their arm on you?
My wife.
That's your wife, 21. How old were you when you got married? 20, wow. Got a lot of experience on you about that. Whole 365 days of being married. Two things that I've learned in 10 years of being married. Remain physically attracted to each other through the length of your relationship. Do that. And number two, laugh at the same things. It won't work any other way. You have to try to remain physically attracted to each other. And that's each couple has their own way of remaining physically attracted to each other. Just do it. And number two, laugh at the same stuff. If you walk out of here tonight and one of these dudes here and here falls down and eats it on the curb out there, and you laugh and she doesn't, run. It's not gonna work. Just enjoy it. Little young'uns. Oh, you're never gonna make love on a waterbed. That's really sad to me. Oh, look at your mom, 21. Look at your mom. Look at her. Look at her, dude. Look at her. Look at your parents, Landon. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Your dad used to sell waterbeds, man. Salt Lake Waterbed Company, come on down. We got motionless. Oh, bring back the waterbed. That was hard work. That was love and commitment. There was no such thing as a 6-month lease with a waterbed. You built that thing, you bought the house. You built around it. Like building an ark. You know what you needed to build a waterbed back in the day? A lawyer. People would give it, people would leave it at their house. We're gonna sell our house, but we're gonna go ahead and throw in the waterbed. A real estate agent, oh man. You ever drain a waterbed, 21? Oh, you haven't lived. You take a garden hose, man. You put one end of it in a hole in the waterbed, and then you run it out the window. My brother and I, we have different daddies. So when we were growing up, we grew up with his dad. That's my stepdad. So that makes my brother officially responsible for the siphon. So we'd run the hose out in the yard, and my stepdad go, get it! My little brother go, stand there. Oh, we had a faux leather padding all the way around the edge of the waterbed. Got a feeling a lot of y'all don't have stepdaddies. Do you know what it is, Landon, a stepdaddy? I feel like some of y'all don't. Like it's like weird. It's a weird vibe in here. Either that or there's a bunch of them in here and it's freaking everybody out. Like there's a weird stepdaddy party going on in here. Does he know this is stepdaddy night here? The 13th is stepdaddy night? Oh, I love my stepdad. We used to fight. Don't you touch me, old man! You ain't my real daddy! You gonna tell me nothing ain't my real daddy? You ain't my real daddy! You don't know nothing ain't my real daddy! You don't even know your real daddy. My stepdad married my mom in a camouflage tuxedo. She wore bright orange. That's a hunting joke. Thanks for not getting it. 21, you didn't get the hunting joke. Meet me and the 8 people who did out front after the show. We're going snipe hunting. You ever been snipe hunting, Landon? Oh, you're gonna put my underwear on your head. It's a birdfish. Runs across, surfs to the ground. That boy has no idea what y'all are laughing at. I just want you to know. You bring a stick, a flashlight, a bag, and a number 2 pencil. You still use a pencil, lapis? The number 2 pencil is the biggest scam in the educational history of our country. Oh, study hard, kid. Study your butt off for 180 some odd days a year, 4 years of high school. And if you study hard enough, by the time you graduate, you'll be the smartest kid in your class valedictorian. You get into a good college or university and make something yourself. Sports, practice. Practice hard and play even harder. If you practice hard enough and you play hard enough, after 4 years, you'll be starting point guard, starting pitcher, starting quarterback, get into a good college or university and make something yourself. Extracurricular activities, land and meet people and make friends. If you meet enough people, make enough friends, after 4 years, you'll be homecoming king, homecoming queen, student body president, get into a good college or university and make something yourself. But unfortunately, all that hard work don't add up to squat. If you come walking in on SAT Saturday and you ain't carrying a number 2 pencil. I just think a number 2 pencil salesman was a little bit smarter than the number 1 and number 3 pencil salesman. I think that's what happened. That guy went to high school with a fella named Scantron. I like you guys go down the rabbit hole with me, but these guys are like, I don't really know if I know who Scantron is. Not going there with you, buddy. You ever ride a big wheel? No! Do you know what it is? What is it? It's a big wheel? This is the second proudest moment in your daddy's life. I just want you to know. Did you ever think you'd be in a room with the kids that didn't ride a big wheel? That's weird to me, man. That was my best friend. That was my only mode of transportation for a long time. I was white trash when I outgrew my big wheel and we couldn't move the seat back in the holes any further. My stepdad came out with 2 pieces of plywood and put a bigger seat on it, and I rode it for 2 more years. I kid you not. Till I was 26. At the prom. You've ever been roller skating? All right. That's where I met my wife, the roller rink. Oh. Clear the floor, clear the floor. Clear the floor, clear the floor, clear the floor. This next gate is a lady's choice. Clear the floor, lady's choice. Come on, man. Skating around a new edition. Cool it now. Watch out. Eating a big dill pickle. Drinking a suicide. Drink a suicide drink, Landon? Very nice. 21 suicide drink? All right. You all right? Suicide drink? Are you lying to my face right now, sir? You're a bad liar, sir. How old are you? 22. Anywhere me and your mom and dad would go as kids where they had the fountain drink machine, get your cup, and you get your cup full of ice. And instead of getting 1 soda in it, you get all the sodas. It's called a suicide. Some people call it muddy waters, graveyard, trash can. Either way, it tastes like crap, but it's living on the edge. That was like building a bomb in a 3rd grade, man. Robbing a bank. You guys don't even know about that. Bank robbers. Robbing banks. Bonnie and Clyde, Frank and Jesse James, bank robbers. Back when you actually had to go to the bank to rob the bank. You had to walk into the bank with a gun, show it to strangers, tell them, I'm taking all your money, there's nothing to do about it. Rob the bank. Kids have no idea what I'm talking about. They don't leave the house, they rob banks online. I'm going in there, I'm getting rid of this Pontiac. I'm gonna get a better car and rob this bank. Yeah, this Pontiac. I'll tell you what, I'm getting this Pontiac. Enter. Rob the bank, man. Look at me, Landon. You will hear me coming. Spurs. I'm gonna take a bowling ball, take a rope, put it in one of the holes of the bowling ball, light the rope on fire, and roll it in the bank like Yosemite Sam bomb or something. Right. Speed off in a Toyota Corolla. Are you on Facebook, or is that passe to you now, too? Well, you're married. Is that why you're not on? Are you on Facebook, 21?
Occasionally.
Occasionally, is that because she's got her hand on your shoulder? You're giving me that crappy answer? Occasionally. Christmas and Easter. It's a weird answer, dude. Don't answer that question like that. Occasionally. You're such a lawyer. Occasionally, but nobody has proof of it. Facebook ruined the high school reunion. Oh, it did. Facebook took away all element of surprise. What happened to the girl who got away? Where's the guy who broke your heart? Facebook's fun if you have free time during the day. I like to watch shows like Judge Judy. And Judge Mathis is my personal favorite. People's Court. You watch the court shows, get a Facebook account. You have a Facebook account, watch the court shows. And pay attention real close, because when the litigants on those court shows walk into the courtroom, it puts their full name at the bottom of the screen. Find them on Facebook. And then every once in a while, just send them an email reminding them how much of a moron they were on Judge Judy. Everybody wins. Landon, you ever been in a car with T-tops? No! Google it. 2 words, hyphenated, T-tops. You know what it is? No! You didn't come at me with an answer like the big Will and like, yeah, it's a top of teeth. It's like a convertible, but not. Nowadays, these kids, man, they got convertibles. They just drive down the highway and have to stop, hit a button, the whole top comes down and hides itself in the back of the car. T-tops, fellas, you did all the work. It's raining out, right? You and your buddy are in the car. You're driving and he's in the passenger seat. There's a 25-pound piece of glass above your head and a 25-pound piece of glass above his head and a little bit of car in the middle. You're going down the highway, it's raining, right? And then the sun comes out. So you don't just hit some button, you gotta pull over on the highway. Roll both windows down, get out on the highway. Stare at your buddy over the top of that car, pop a lock, pull out a 25-pound piece of glass while he does the same thing on the other side of the car at the same time. Walk around the back of the car, pop the hatch back, put each one of them in a bag, strap them down, high five, walk back around on the side of the highway, get in the car, get back out on the highway, get down about 3 miles, and guess what, fellas? It starts raining again. Stay off the drugs. Well, you gotta tell young kids that because it's a different war. More hardcore nowadays, man. Doctors. You get all quiet. Our generation never hurt anybody. There's only recreational drugs. Kids nowadays run around all day, every day, tripping on prescription medication, and that's a huge difference. More anger-oriented now. Those kids are freaking out all stuff the doctors are making them eat. Dig this. My cousin Carl eats 4 pills every morning for 7 or 8 different things. They've told my aunt and uncle he has going on in his head, and that blows my mind because when I was little, there was one drug for every kid. You ate one every morning, it could cure anything you got, and that was a Flintstone vitamin, and that thing did the trick, man. You can lose your arm underneath the lawnmower. Eat that Flintstone vitamin right there. Next day, new arm. Might even have a Swatch watch on it. I get parched. I sweat now. The older I get, I sweat in different spots. I'm getting older. It's weird. My body's changing on me. I look more like my grandpa than I ever did. That's what my mom tells me. Just enjoy it. Time. And everybody gets something. Young cats, remember that. Everybody gets something, 21. Trick is you gotta hope you get something you can live with and manage, like gout. Fibromyalgia. My stepdad has a thing called sleep apnea. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's loud. What are y'all looking at me for? I don't even snore. All night long, man, for years. And I grew up in a small house, 800 square feet. Matthews, North Carolina, with my mom, my stepdad, my brother, 2 dogs, a cat. It was tight, and we were hot. My father-in-law runs a heating and air conditioning company in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, where I live, which means my wife does not know discomfort. She's always been moderately temperatured, 68 to 71 degrees. That's her life. She lives in a bubble. I didn't come from that, dude. I didn't know what central heating and air conditioning was until I went to college. We had a window unit. It was almost as big as a refrigerator. And we hung it on the outside of the kitchen window, had a 2x4 holding it up off the house. Had water dripping out of it all year long. Why's the water bill so high? Because the air conditioner is crying about living here just like everybody else, man. This place stinks. Kitchen's always 6 degrees. The rest of the house, 147. I don't feel good. Go lay down in the kitchen. All right, lay down in the kitchen. Till my fever breaks. Every night. I learned real quick, dude, when I was a kid. My mom's obviously a heavy sleeper. My wife is also a heavy sleeper. Heavy sleepers are fun. Oh, my wife can sleep. You wake my wife out of a good sleep, that's like waking up a bear or a homeless man. Oh, my wife's a good sleeper. You wake my wife out of a good sleep, she's got 30 seconds to a minute where she doesn't even know what solar system we live in. She's a newborn baby bird, man. She's what? Huh? What you, huh? What? Huh? Who? What? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? What's wrong with you? I like to wake her up real fast, say really weird things, let her try to figure it out, watch her brain catch on fire right in front of me. Wake up! Huh? What? Huh? Who? What? Huh? Hey, plane's going down! We've lost both the engines! You're gonna have to land it. Here's your flip-flops. You're a jerk. That's how it always ends, 22. Got enough room, sir? Are you all right? You should have paid half price, sir, to get in here, in my opinion. Well, I've had fun meeting you. Take care of your mom and dad. You got any brothers or sisters? Where are they? I'm not worth it. They're at work? Where do they work? You know, Hobby Lobby? Do you have any hobbies? No? Your sisters work at Hobby Lobby and you don't have any hobbies? You need to get it together, man. Where'd you meet your wife?
High school.
Well, I mean, that was a whole 2.5 years ago. My grandparents been married 65 years. Yeah, my granddad. My grandfather was a first sergeant in World War II in a George S. Patton. He drove a truck into Paris. I got a great uncle, Sal Giordano, who stormed the beaches of Normandy and fought at the Battle of the Bulge. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. My grandfather is that's where I get my sense of humor. Is my grandpa. We were at their 65th wedding anniversary party for my grandparents, and I asked my grandpa, I said, "Granddad, how'd you make it at 65 years?" He said, "You want to know the best thing about being married 65 years is?" I said, "What's that, Grandpa?" He said, "That means I haven't made a decision in 65 years." You know what your dad does for a living? What does he do? He's a mechanic! Were you here 25 minutes ago when I talked about all that? That doesn't mean anything to you. Do you know how to work on cars? Was I preaching to the choir over here a minute ago?
I'm a machinist.
You're a machinist, so you really don't know what your dad does. You can't tell the difference between a machine and a car? Russian spy business going on over here. Well, I've had fun meeting you. Take care of her. She's with you, right? Because you looked at me again like you're a bad liar. You're like, oh, right. You need a lawyer, is what you're going to need. My roommate from college is here tonight. That's where I got all the waterbed material. Yeah, I'm not going to point him out or embarrass him or nothing, but I told him I was going to tell this story. He's from Jersey, and I'm from North Carolina, so I was Southern, and he's above the Mason-Dixon line. And down south, we have this thing called manners. So we lived together our second semester of college in a house we rented in Raleigh. And my mother and I went up there. We moved in right after Christmas break. It was that semester, like the January. So during Christmas break, my mother and I drove from where we lived in North Carolina about 2.5 hours. And we went up to the house. And Tom and I had this room together, but there was nothing in it yet. So being a Southern gentleman, my mother and I went to like Hobby Lobby. And bought some wicker furniture, some crap. And then we bought like a single bed. And one closet. We took one closet, little dresser. You could have taken a piece of tape down that room like on Step Brothers and just divided that room perfectly in half, And then I go back home with my mom back to outside of Charlotte and went back for the rest of Christmas break, and old Jersey comes down with his mama. And they go out. They don't go to Hobby Lobby. They go out to like a Amish wood furniture joint. So I come back from Christmas break to start class, and I go to the bedroom door and I open the door, and it bangs into something. Pow! I'm like, what? Pow! And I look, and it's my bed. He had moved my bed and put my head where the door would be hitting. And meanwhile, he had set up a king-size dang waterbed like the Millennium Falcon in the center of the room. Yankees, man. Northern aggression. But I love him and I appreciate him being here. We go way back, so that's kind of cool. And it brings me together with people that I haven't seen in a long time. What I do, I get to travel a lot and I get to run into people on different occasions. And I'll be in the airport and see a buddy of mine from college or somebody. So embrace it. You know what I mean? Do me a favor. Keep coming out supporting live stand-up. It's important. The art form. This is the last bastion of free speech. It is. The good thing about stand-up comedy. On your way out of here tonight, look around the room. You'll see different people from different places, all still sitting around laughing at the same stuff I wrote down in a notebook. It's called coming together. And we can do it for 40 minutes, or an hour and a half, 2 hours in a comedy club, but we'll walk out of here and we'll start stealing from each other again. Be honest, that's what we do. We go out of our way, try to save the rest of the world, and we take from each other every day. Somebody broke into my neighbor's house in Atlanta, Georgia 6 months ago and took just about everything he owned. Don't come to my house, don't try to steal my stuff. If you do, you better be ready. I have a 110-pound, half American bulldog, half white lab named Mitchell. I have a good guard dog, dude. You come to my house, you want to steal my stuff. You come through the door, you're coming face to face with my guard dog. Unless you come busting in with a vacuum cleaner. And then you're allowed to have whatever in the heck you want. My name is Mike Speenberg. You guys were a lot of fun. Peace and love. We'll see you next time.